What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? This is going to be your review for Boomerang Season 2, Episode 6. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. So this episode was all about Crystal, right? Crystal is on her way to France, honey. She is flying first class. She's on her phone. She is posting on Instagram. She's taking selfies. She's checking all her friends, what they're posting, their Instagram stories on, what everybody is doing. She said it's her first solo trip ever, and honey, she is doing it in style, because first class to France, hey, I done been to France, but it wasn't from the front of the plane. I'm just gonna keep it real with y'all. And what we notice is that she's paying so much attention to her phone, she's not paying attention to what's going on around her. A guy was trying to get her attention. She done missed him. She done missed the lady coming through with the champagne. Now, let me tell you something. I ain't never gonna miss the free liquor. I ain't never gonna be that into my phone that I miss the free liquor. Now, I'm just gonna tell you that. That's the truth. And then, she saw that Kelly Rowland's book is coming out. She talking about some my fave. Book is finally coming out. Book club. She posted all about Kelly Rowland. Who's sitting in first class with her? Kelly Rowland. She totally misses all of it. Why? Because she's so in her phone. She don't see anything going on around her, honey. She gets to France. Now listen. I have traveled a lot. I love to travel, right? France is the only place where I got. I'm going to tell you. Me and my best friend, one of my best friends, we had gone to France and we took a car. We were in London and we took the train to France. So at the train station, we had taken a car to take us to our hotel, and we thought he had charged us. I thought it was kind of high, right? But I was like, okay, maybe we were just getting into France. I'm like, maybe that's what I don't know, maybe that's it, honey. And something told me to go into the hotel and check before I paid this man. Baby, that man got us. He probably charged us €30 more than what he should have charged us to get from the train station to child. When we realized how close we were to the train station, because he made it look good. He drove all around, right? He got us. I say all that to say that Crystal gets to France, honey, and she thought she booked herself a deluxe suite at a nice hotel. She gets there. She had booked it online, child. She gets there. It's a bum drunk. It's laid out in front of the hotel, and she gets inside, and the receptionist, the person at the front desk, she's rude, and she get up to her room. It's supposed to be the deluxe suite, honey, and she could probably stand on one side and touch the wall on the other side. It ain't even a full bathroom, child. And she is really kind of like feeling it, like, well, damn, I really thought, like, wow, like this ain't, this ain't what it was supposed to be. This ain't what it cracked up to be. But okay, so then as soon as she gets in her room, what does she do? She gets back on her phone. She's checking everybody's Instagram story. We see that back home, old girl, Tia, she done created a lockdown at the strip club, honey, to demand better wages for the strippers. Okay, that's what she's doing. And she's talking to Simone, and Simone tells her, get your ass out that room. I want to see some pictures. I want to see you enjoying France. Go on and do what you got to do. So she leaves. She goes out. And we see that it's around Christmas time, because I think we see a Christmas tree at one point. She's out. And again, her and her phone. She's so busy trying to find the perfect selfie and trying to find the best picture. She's not enjoying France. She's not taking in the moment and the environment of what it is. Somewhere along the way, it starts raining. She drops her phone in the water. A guy picks up the phone and he's like, I fix you. Meaning I'll fix it for you, because she don't speak French and he don't speak English. And at some point, I'm sitting here watching this episode, and at some point I'm like, is somebody going to take out the translation app on your phone? Like every time I travel, I delete it when I don't need it. But I always download the translation app on my phone, cause you just like you don't speak no French, child. If you don't put that damn translation app anyway, so she ends up going back to his apartment, and immediately I'm like, okay, Crystal, you done went from one extreme to the other. You done went from staying in the hotel to now I'm gonna just go to some strange man's apartment. But he said he could fix her phone, right? And of course he just put the phone in some rice. That's the old trick, that's that old trick. Put the phone in the rice. I think that's only worked for me one time. I guess it just depends on how much water, whatever, child. I don't know. Anyway, so she's looking around. He starts chopping up meat. So she hears him. He got this big ass knife in his hand. He chopping up this big old chunk of meat. She looks around and she sees all this medicine and all these pills. And I mean, y'all know the first thing I thought. I said, oh, he's sick. He's sick. Sick, sick, sick. And I guess at that point, it made her realize, wait a minute, I don't know this man. I don't know where I am. I'm in a strange country. My phone ain't even working. And she immediately gets up and starts getting her stuff together. And he tries to stop her, but of course, he got the knife in his hand. And he's like, oh, no, 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 no. Like, it's not what you think. And he's talking in French, basically saying, no, it's not what you think. It's not what you think. And all she sees is him waving that knife around, talking to her like he trying to stop her from leaving. Baby, if she picks up that phone, she picks up that purse, she picks up her coat, she get the hell up out of there. She done left her phone in the rice. Right? She gets back to the hotel. She orders something from room service. It wasn't any good. And the front desk calls her. So she goes downstairs. He had bought he had bought her phone back in the rice, and he left a little note on the can. Now I don't know what he put on the note, but whatever he put on the note made her say, okay, I must have misunderstood. Let me go on back. Maybe he used his translation app and he wrote a nice little note. So she goes back to his apartment, and when she gets there, he's having dinner. Like, it's his whole family. It's his mom, his dad, brothers. They're sitting around having a nice traditional dinner. Now, it looks like they're from a country in Africa. His mother had on African garb, and the food looked like it was traditional, and again, I say Africa, knowing it's a continent, y'all. I got it. But a country in Africa. So it looked like that's where they're from, or at least generationally. And they find they still not nobody, because his family's talking about, oh, she's beautiful, and how did he convince her to come over? They're joking or whatever. And then when they realize she doesn't speak French, that she's American, they were like, oh, American. But still, ain't nobody pull out no translation app. Ain't nobody say, let's figure out a way to talk to this girl. Anyway, but they kind of they have a moment. They vibing. He feeling her and she feeling him. So his family leaves and everything. And then she realizes, okay, he was cooking that. He had all that damn meat. He was chopping that meat up because he was making a family dinner. And during the meal, he gives his mom her pills. And he's like, Mom, make sure you drink all this water to go with your pill. Like, so she's seeing, okay, I kind of see what was going on here. It wasn't quite what I thought it was. And so after his family leaves, he's like, you come now? And I guess she was like, okay. But because what he said in French was, let me show you the real France. So they go to a club. Now, one thing Crystal loves to do is Crystal loves to dance, honey. Whenever they put that music on, Crystal is ready. And so she is having herself a good time. He's playing his little congas, and they are having a good time. And she goes into the bathroom, and I guess she has this moment where she kind of looks at herself in the mirror and is like, okay, bitch, are we going to do this? Listen, every woman has had that moment where you about to make a decision. Either you're going to go left or you're going to go right. Every woman has had that bathroom moment where you go into the bathroom and you already know what's next on the agenda. Y'all done had a good time. He done showed you a good time. Y'all feeling each other. You know what's next on the agenda. And when you come out the bathroom, it's going to decide whether the date ends there. Thank you so much. Hope we can do this again sometime. Or we're going back to your place. Every woman has had that moment. I'm just telling you what I know, right? So she decides that she's going to go back to his place. And baby, when I tell you, he rocks her entire world all the way. Okay. And what's funny, y'all know how they always have to throw those boomerang isms from the original movie into it. So what they threw into this one was, she pulled the covers up, honey, and looked at them feet, and that baby had them hammer toes, which of course, that's that classic Eddie Murphy, Lela Rochon moment. Classic. But baby, I don't even think she cared, honey. She didn't even care. And the next thing we do, we see her on her way home from France. She goes to pick her phone up and she puts it down and she starts living in the moment. I'm like, hell, you didn't already miss Kelly Rowland. You might as well pick that phone back up, girl. But anyway, it was a good episode. It was great to see Crystal's moment. Now, we're almost at the finale, so we only have 2 more episodes left. So I'm going to think. I feel like we've sort of had everybody's episode, I guess. So I'm not sure what the last 2 episodes are gonna be, but we'll see. And with that, y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop it in the comments. Peace.